Om Shanti. So, just as the chakra goes on, life also goes on. And the time comes and go. We keep on flying like Baba's flying angels. So, everything that starts beautifully also changes this world magically and beautifully. I remember a very beautiful incident and a very beautiful conversation with Dada Vishwaratan when I was a child. And he was sharing some fantastic and beautiful stories with me. And one of those stories that I fondly remember 40 years back, which he shared with me, is very nice. And that is what he was saying was that there was a young, there was a businessman who had 4 children. And he had only one desire, that whenever he is speaking something, he should always remember God. But he was a very materialistic and, a business oriented person. To make his life and his wish come true, he had 3 children. So he did a very small trick. And what he did was, his 3 children, he named one as Krishna, the other one as Shiva, and the third one as Sham. So he said that whenever I am calling them, automatically I will remember God and my I will be speaking their names. And this is a trick that he was following. So every day he used to do that. And when his end came, he was on his deathbed. He was lying down and he said, "Where is Krishna?" So Krishna said, "Dad, I am here just next to you." And he said, "Okay, where is Shiva?" Shiva said, "I am here next to you." Then he said, "Where is Sham?" Sham said, "Yes, Dad, I am there right in front of you." He immediately said, "If all three of you are here, then who is this in my business home?" And he immediately left his body. So this is what happens with many of us, that what we remember in our life decides the stage, the attainment that we have got in our life. And that is what Baba says, that check what are you remembering inside your mind. If we really need to have a blissful life, we need to have balance, blessings and balance. So the essence of having a blissful life is to remain light and to remain loveful. Bliss is love and bliss is happiness. And one who is blissful is always going to be like a free flying angel. So today, I'm going to just share fantastic and beautiful stories of our life, of the yagya, and that what I have seen in my own beautiful journey that have really touched me, and certain balances that we can create in our life that is going to help us. If we want to really experience bliss, the lightness has to be there. One can even fly only when you are very light. And to remain light, we have to let go of all the negativities, all the discomfort, all that we are carrying in our mind. The burdens of past, the burdens of behavior, of attitudes of people, the burden of our past karma, the burdens of overanalysis and overthinking, all these weigh our soul down. If we want to remain easy and like a flying angel, we need to be very loving. Once we are in love, we can easily fly. The true love is Baba's love, not any bodily love. If we are always in the love of Baba, constantly remembering, having his companionship, that makes us very light and we can fly. And the easiest way To remain blissful is to earn blessings in our life. If you have to be blissful, the single most important way to experience bliss is to have blessings. And that is what Baba said in one of the Murlis in 2006, that don't worry. If you're not able to do yoga, don't worry. If you're not able to explain Gyan to others, don't worry. Can you do only one thing in this birth? Children said, yes, we can do. He said, just give blessings and take blessings from others. That's the easiest way to remain blissful in our life. And why did Baba say that? Because if we really give blessings to others, we can only give when our mind is free of all the waste, when our mind is free of any analysis, any hatred, any critical thinking about them. Baba never thinks critically about children. Baba is always easy in a Sakshi stage, in a very sitting on a blameless chair. Baba just sees us as a complete shining star. So let us check today that when we are listening to Murlis, when we are in this Gyan, have we able to attain and experience that really blissful stage or not? That's the essence. That's the beauty. That's the power that we really have to encourage and inculcate in our life. That stage of beauty, of complete bliss, where we are neither analyzing and thinking about other people, we are just focusing on improving our own self. And if we really need to have and earn those blessings, the only way to do that is to have balance in our life. And balance is one of the very critical ways to earn blessings. Balance in Brahmin life is very fine, very accurate, and very, very free balance. Now, let me explain to you how balance is important in us. In a normal life, if you go to buy maybe something like, big logs of wood or something which is very easy and very cheap, and you put them on two sides of a balance, probably 1 kg or half kg of difference wouldn't matter because the cost is so less. Neither the business person, the person who is selling, and neither the person who is buying would matter because it's such a simple and a easy thing. And that price is so less, so that balance would not be important. But if we go to buy something which is expensive, maybe something that is pricey, maybe something like, a silver, the balance will be very, very important for us. At that time, even little difference would make a lot of impact on our pocket. But when we go to buy something like gold or diamond, what will happen to the balance? Not even this much difference is allowed, and it has to be just accurate and just perfect in our life. In those times, in present times, even if you have to buy diamond or gold, that balance is also kept inside a safe, so that that balance is maintained very critically. That is what we have to understand in our life, that critical maintaining of balance is very, very, very important. And the single most important reason why we lose our happiness, why we lose our joy, why we lose the way, the bliss that we have to experience in our life is because we are not able to maintain balance in our life. So, one of the first balance that I'm going to discuss with you with a beautiful example of Dadis and Brahma Baba is the balance of sthiti, that means the stage, and the karma. Once upon a time, it was 1967, and this is a beautiful story of Brahma Baba. And at that time, people were not very happy with Brahma Kumaris, and one of the judges from Delhi, he flew to Abu to meet Baba. He said, let me see what are they teaching. I'm not very happy with this. Let me see who their Baba is. And he was judge, a very critical thinker. And at that time, Baba was, making small uplas with the cow dung. And those cow dung is used to burn the, what we call as the gas, so that the food can be cooked for children. So at that time, when judge came, sisters came running to Baba, and Baba was making those small balls with the cow dung and said, Baba, that judge has come from Delhi to meet you. So Baba said, don't worry, bring that child here. The sister said, no, Baba, Baba, the judge has come. Let us go to the room and you can meet him there. Baba said, no, 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 no. You don't worry. You bring that child here. And Baba kept on doing those, preparing those small balls from the cow dung. And that Dutch came with a lot of ego, and he just walked in. And when he saw Baba, he could not see Baba playing or making balls with the cow dung. Instead, what he saw was as if Krishna was playing with the balls. And he was amazed. He had all the tears rolling down his eyes. Everybody was amazed. Why is he crying? And he just could not see Brahma Baba. He was seeing as if Krishna was playing with small balls. He just went and hugged Baba, and Baba said, welcome, my child, to own home, your home, you are my child. And he took the goad of Baba. He remained in the ashram for 3 or 4 days. He understood the Gyan, and he went back completely fulfilled. In the night, when Baba was sitting with children, children asked Baba, how did it happen? We thought that he was a very critical thinker, very tough judge. It would not be very easy. And Baba then said, it's not important what you are doing. What is important is in what stage you are doing your karma. Sthiti ke Maharati, that is what the stage in which our mind is. Even if you're doing small things, it doesn't matter. Even if we are doing little things, it doesn't matter at all. It's all about the state of our own mind in which we are living. So ask yourself that every day when I'm doing small things in our life, am I working like a worker or an employee, or I'm an artist of my life, a master creator of my life? That's the beauty. That's the power. That's the energy that we have to live in. Everything has to be done with a state of art. So beautifully. I remember one of the incidences, it was in 1996, I remember. We went to Om Shanti Retreat Center, and it was 15th August. And on the way back, Dadi Gulzar had invited us to the small ORC retreat center where she used to live. So, with a family of 8 people, 4 of us and 4 other people, we went there to meet Dadi. It was a lunch which was organized, and only Dadiji was there, and sisters were there, and 8 of us. So, when we went there, we had a beautiful time. We flew kites. We had a wonderful chit chat and churnings and sharings with Dadi. And then it was the lunchtime. And what happened at lunchtime was something which was absolutely magical. And I'll share that story with you. So when we sat down for the lunch, so we asked Dadi, please have a seat. Dadi said, no, you also have a seat. So I said, Dadi, first you sit and then we will sit. Dadi said, no, today I'm not going to sit. Today you sit first, because every time, Manju, you will offer lunch and bhog to us. Today I will be serving you. Imagine one of the beautiful souls telling us this, and said, Dadi, no, no, no. Dadi said, no, today you are going to sit. And we sat down on the table. And that was the day we learned the beauty and the table manners, what Satyugi souls would be having. And Dadi was holding those casseroles, and Dadi would come with each casserole. Like you are sitting, we kept on saying, Dadi, please have a seat. Dadi said, no, I'll join you, but first you sit. And she would not come and offer us the bhog and the lunch from the front. She would come on my backside, and from the left side, she would very gently put some amount and ask us to eat, and kept on giving dishes one after the other to all of us, and then would go back. The sister would bring another casserole, and she would serve again. And beautifully, amazingly, we were like overwhelmed. Imagine such a powerful soul displaying the way the things should be done. This was the simplicity, this was the gentleness, this was the complete display of what a Satyugi soul would be. Do we also have and inculcate these Satyugi manners in our life? You know, the sanskars that we have to display there, they have to be imbibed, embraced in this particular life. Check yourself. The way we get up in the morning, the way we conduct, the way we think, the way we are thinking even before thinking, our words full of love, of joy, of peace for everyone. Every karma which is comforting every soul, sukoon. Every soul who comes in touch with us, we don't make them uncomfortable. We are giving them lots and lots of comfort, lots and lots of peace in their life. Check yourself. The only reason for us today to become heavy, to feel that we are not having that sense of easiness in our life is because of over and analyzing and very uncomfortable thinking for the people. Small things. Baba says, don't do anything big. Just check your thoughts, thoughts of love and joy for every soul whom you are meeting. They are playing their part. People may not be according to me. Situations may not be according to me. Even in this Brahmin life, there will be clash of sanskars. There'll be challenges in our life, but still understanding that every soul is playing their role perfectly. That's the beauty, that's the art that we have to create. That's the balance, the beautiful, intricate balance that we have to create in our own mind. You know, Baba did this exercise in 1990s in annual meeting when all the senior sisters, Didi would remember that everybody went there and Baba came in Dadi Gulzar's body and Baba made everybody stand in this meeting. And what he did was Baba himself arranged and asked brothers and sisters to stand and made them face each other. And he said that let us do the Sanskar Milan Ki Ras, the complete connection and understanding of sanskars of each other, accepting each other as they are. That is the beauty. That is the every day when we are coming in interaction with each other, let us understand and accept each other. This is the subtle Purusharth. And let me tell you, you practice it only and only for one day. Your stage will be beautiful and magical. Amazing. The moment you see somebody, the thoughts start coming up. We start analyzing. Baba says, no, easy, comfort, accept it. They are my Satyugi souls. They are my brothers and sisters. They are the ones with whom I'm going to be there in Satyuga. That's the stage. That's the power that we have to attain in our life. The balance, the powerful balance that we have to create in our life. So check. How many times do we have every day that's disturbing, that small thoughts that keep on bothering us? Very little thoughts that keep on disturbing us. Very small things. Nothing big is happening. The pusharth is very subtle. You know, anger is very heavy. That's one of the very big vikars or vices that we have. But they are subtle levels of anger. They are like brothers and sisters or children of anger. That is the irritation that we are having, the loneliness that we create, not talking to others, remaining quiet, not in an introvert stage, but remaining quiet and detaching deliberately from others, that I'm in a silence. But that is not silence, that is full of lots and lots of negative thoughts in our mind. Check every day. Every day this happens with most of us, many of us, that subtle sanskars, subtle small things are repeatedly bothering us. If we are able to take care of this, if we are able to conquer our subtle sanskars, our love interactions will become lovely and very light. We'll give blessings to others. We'll earn blessings from others. We earn blessings only when we give comfort, we give love to others. What will happen? If I give you so much love, I appreciate you, you will in turn and return give me blessings. And whenever we are asked that, how are you going in your life? We never say we are going with your money or with your joy. We say we are moving with your blessings. The blessings of Baba, the blessings of our Brahmin family, they keep us moving ahead in this life. That is the beauty of our life. That is the essence of our life. So first thing, the first purusharth that we have to do every day, that we have to practice every day, is today, every soul we are meeting, no overthinking, no analyzing, just accepting, just being and radiating love and joy unconditionally to every soul. Possible or not possible? Tell me, yes or no? Will we do it or not? Let us do it. Only for one day you do it. You will see and experience the lightness that you will have. It could be past souls also. It could be even those souls with whom we have interacted 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years back also. It could be anyone. But give them blessings, give them sakar, give them so much love, joy, and power that, they are embraced in God's love and purity. They change, they transform. Their sanskars are melting away in that love of Baba. That is the real prashad. That is what that beautiful the sthiti of yoga is. It's just not sitting. It's in that stage. It's becoming the embodiment of yoga. Every sankalp that you are having is full of shubh bhavna, pure and powerful thoughts of transformation for everybody, positive thoughts for everybody, words that are full of magic. They are so sweet. There is a beautiful story of a king, and he had a slave who was called Lukman. And that Lukman slave was very, very, very intelligent. So one day, the king called that slave and said, "Today I decide to make you free. But I will make you free only on one condition, that if you answer my two questions." He said, "I'll do that." He accepted it. The king said that, there lies the body of human being. Now you go to that body, I'll give you a knife and cut that organ which you think is most disastrous organ of that body. Lukman took that knife smilingly and went and came back after cutting the tongue of that body. So he said, "Okay, why do you cut the tongue?" He said, "If our tongue is not working properly, everything is wrong. We will end up spoiling our relations. We will end up spoiling everything in our life. So I believe the worst organ that a man can have, a person can have in this body is tongue. If it is bitter, all the relations go berserk, everything goes berserk, and nothing is going to work out." The king was very happy. He said, "Fantastic. Now you take this knife again and cut that organ that is the best organ of this body." He immediately went back and again he brought tongue. He said, "Why this?" He said, "If our tongue is sweet, everything is going to be perfect." If we speak sweetly to everyone, everything is going to be so wonderful, so nice. So everything in our life is the consequence of how sweet we are. Baba says, not with our tongue also, but also with our vibrations, our energy, and our thoughts. The sweetness, the karma that are comforting for everyone. Everything that you are doing, every action that you are doing should make everybody very comfortable and easy. Like dadis did, like Brahma Baba did, like our didis do. How? They're giving comfort and solace to everyone. The souls who are having discomfort, they would come, but with love of Baba, they will get embraced, they will get engrossed into that. That's the beauty, that's the energy that we all have to create in our life. So, the first practice today that we all are going to do for one day as I leave this place is, today I choose to
think positively, to have shubh, peaceful, and powerful thoughts for every soul unconditionally. I am a universally a giver to everyone. Possible or not possible? Come on, tell me. Yes or no? All the souls will be doing, all the Baba's children, yes? Every day, one day only. Do it for one day and experience the love that will be flowing in your life. Experience the lightness that you will be experiencing. You will be flying like an angel. You will remain so easy. Every soul that you are meeting, try to look the best in that soul. This soul is so unique, so much to learn from him. Dedication, love, the way they serve, gratitude, everything that you are, every soul that you are observing, pick up one quality and you will see your life, your thing will change and transform. The second thing that we have to practice is to create the balance and the power of seva in our life. Seva is not just giving talks and something. Seva has something which is very unique and powerful. And I'll share a very beautiful story. This was with Jagdish Bhai. It was at that time when we were having the first big program in Delhi in the IP Stadium, Indraprasth Stadium, which was newly constructed. And the ministers were supposed to come. And that day, one thing that we could not arrange was the podium. It was 10 p.m. in the night, and suddenly Bhaisab got the news that it is very difficult. We are not able to arrange a good podium and certain other logistic things. And Bhaisab got concerned about it. He called my father at 10:15 p.m. in the night. I was little one, and we immediately rushed to the center, and my father talked to the vice chancellor of Delhi University at that day, and we went to the Delhi University to the hall to pick up the podium. Imagine, it was all locked in the night. It was Jagdish Bhai, it was my father, it was another brother, and it was me. The gate was locked, and you know what he did? Bhai Sahab climbed the fence at that age. I was looking at him. He climbed the fence immediately because he was saying it is Baba's Seva. I also climbed the fence. The brother also climbed the fence. We immediately went to the hall. We all lifted the podium. We brought the podium out. We took the podium above the fence, put it into the car, and at 11:30 p.m. in the night, we drove to the hall. We bought the podium there the whole night till 5 a.m. in the morning. Jagdish Bhai Sahab was himself sitting there monitoring every simple and intricate details of that particular program, and I was there just watching and observing him, one of the finest and the most literate souls of the world, of this knowledge. What kind of seva he was doing, exemplified beauty, personified the essence of seva. He could have asked anybody. It was little time. He said, no, I have to do it. It's Bama's seva. The whole night he was saying, accurate in everything. Everything pristinely arranged the way it should be. Smallest of the details were arranged in the most beautiful way, and the function went beautifully. Bahasa went back, dressed himself. Only 2 hours he was back again on the stage dais with the dadis, and the program was superb. That put a deep impression on my own life. Seva is not just about, you are giving talks, you are traveling, you are doing this. No, Seva is there in everything that you are doing. This is piece of art. This is the work of art that we all have to create. Even doing yesterday, I shared a beautiful story of that brother. You remember that? Of Avyak Baba giving laddus to that child. Every small thing, it has an account. In 1998 October, Baba had a very beautiful Murli. Baba played a very beautiful Murli. And that was one of the finest Murlis where Baba displayed the science, the accounts, and the power of Seva. Baba said that if you are giving a very powerful talk, you get 10 points. But if you are doing a very powerful seva by your mansa, by your mind, you get 90 points. This is the power of serving by your thoughts. That's the energy. Baba says, if you do seva, you must also understand the account of seva, the bhavna, the feelings, the vibrations with which you are serving every being in this world. This is the power. This is the energy. Every one of us, each soul of, we have the power to make small differences, make small contributions in this world. Any kind of seva. It could be a karmana seva, it could be a mansa seva, it could be a seva by our words, it could be anything, but just contribute. Not a day should go. Dadi Janki used to say, I cannot have a meal until unless I have served somebody. I will not have a breakfast. I will not until unless I share some versions of God or Baba with somebody. She would share the knowledge with somebody and then she will have her breakfast or whatever meal she's having. Sit in silence in morning. Go on a journey. Give sakar to every soul. The seva part should start right in the morning. Today morning I was sitting right there. I was there on the wish globe, serving all the souls. Baba says, you can't hear the voice of those souls every day in the morning. It's not just about empowering yourself. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you empower yourself. 10 minutes for the world. Give them sakash. Embrace the power of Baba. Use the power and Shakti of Baba and keep on radiating to this whole world, to every soul, to Brahmins, to the world at large. They are needing your energy. They are needing the love, the joy, the peace, the mercy of God. They are crying for that. It is our duty to give them. It is by giving it to them that we receive blessings of Baba and of every soul. They will feel as if some angels are coming and comforting us. So, the second exercise that today each one of us will be doing at least 3 times in a single day. 3 times in a single day. We will take out time of only 10 minutes every day. Will you do it? Yes or no? Please raise your hands. Doing or not? Everybody will do it. Only 3 times in a day, 10 minutes. I will serve this world along with Baba. In any way, by mansa, giving sakar. Sit in your room quietly. In the afternoon, before you go for rest, little bit, sit quietly. Emerge, fly away, detach from the body. No feeling of body at all. Just fly away like an angel. Like body is separate. I'm flying like an angel. I go up and give sakash to whole world. Remain light. Easy. Give energy. Continuously just flowing like a light. It's continuously flowing as if people are receiving, souls are receiving that mercy, that joy, that happiness from you. That is the energy, that is the true essence of seva that we have to do. Do it 3 times. Amrit Vela, evening, and one more time. 3 times in a single day, I'll serve the world at large. It is our duty. We are obliged to do that. It is mandatory for us to do that exercise. The third balance that we have to create in our life is a balance of high tech and high touch in our lives. The technology has to be balanced with the touch and the compassion. Often, what happens in this world, in this life, we are often bound by technology. Baba says all these things that we have produced, this science has created for you, it is only for instruments of seva for you. Use them as instruments for seva, but don't use them as instruments of attachment. Sometimes using this technology repeatedly puts us in a very vicious cycle and we find it difficult to come out of this. Even in the Brahmin life, this is happening significantly, I have observed. Significantly. We get on various groups, we wait on various kind of Zoom links, we are getting multiple classes every day, and continuously our brain, spiritual brain, is also turning like a popcorn brain, jumping from one class to the other, jumping from one Zoom to the other, looking at the messages, just replying. And I often see many of the people start early in the morning at Amrit Vela, and they're also doing good night Baba, good night. This is not needed. This is absolutely not needed. Do a subtle checking that am I the master or my technology is the master? This has to be used very, very judiciously, very carefully. We have to use every day. In my life, I will do only three things. After my Amrit Vela, I will read a small portion of Avyakt Murli without doubt. Not a day goes that after my Amrit Vela, I will go and read a very, very small portion of Murli and make a note of 3 or 4 points. If not in the morning, always in the night. I will never go off to sleep without reading a portion of Amrit Vela, of Avyakt Murli. Then the Sakar Murli. Very important. The yoga is there, the gyan is there. The whole day, for whole day, I will create a essence of 3 or 4 points that this is my worksheet for today. I have to focus on this work for the whole day. Then I'm not reading only 10 or 15 times, not needed for me. I've had that essence, that work homework for me, and I will continuously work on that every day, improving my own self. Do this. Nothing more than that is needed. Nothing more. Simple. Very simple. Listening to hundreds and hundreds of things, only 2 or 3, and if you have time, maybe 1 or 2 classes of essence of great, of seniors, of brothers and sisters who have been there as Adi Ratnas. Listen to their class, which are very simple. You will see Dadi Janki, Dadi Kulsa, Didis, they would make the things very simple. Nothing is complex in their classes. They will make our life so easy. Just one more class, and then use that knowledge, churn that knowledge, absorb that knowledge, and become embodiment. Yesterday, I shared this thing now. Listening is one thing, that is first step. But churning quietly that knowledge is very, very important. Absorbing it is very, very important. Most of us stop at listening and making notes of it, and we don't churn. Baba says, go in silence. 2 days back, Baba said, go into the cave of introvert. Remember that, Murli? Antarmukta ki gufa. Go and silently churn. Am I improving that? Where and what are the things? What are the habits? What are the sanskars I have to work on? Subtle sanskars. Each one of us. If we are in this world, we are not complete. We have to work on our own sanskars. Every day, I'm trying to do that. Every day. And you will find something to work on. These knowledge are like polishing tools for us. If we want to become a diamond, a flawless diamond, we have to burn ourselves. We have to, really go in that powerful stage of yoga. Every day, the third exercise that we all have to do is take out 10 minutes. I won't say sit for an hour or so. Take out 10 minutes to do a powerful self introspection. This is one habit that I learned from Dadi Prakash Mani. Fantastic habit. Beautiful habit. Dadi would always do, irrespective of the quality of programs. Big people are coming, big conferences are being organized. But every day, Dadi would take out 10 minutes and we would ask, Dadi, what are you doing? She said, I'm making and working myself to make myself as a flawless diamond. Don't get too much busy in seva in such a way that I don't get time to improve my own self. Many of the children would say, we miss Murli, there's so much seva, there is such a big program. Baba says, no, no, nothing doing. Absolutely nothing. First is self-improvement, because if we are powerful in our stage, the seva would automatically happen through us. It has to happen. Become a Maharathi of your stage, and the seva would automatically flow flawlessly in our life, isn't it? So today, each one of us who are listening and who are there in virtual and real, for one day, I will take out 10 minutes to make a note of what I need to improve. It doesn't matter I'm in knowledge for 40 years, 30 years. What did I tell you? Every day I'm asking, okay, I'm there in knowledge for 40 years, but how much am I living those principles in my life? Ask yourself today, honestly. Each one of you, deeply introspect. Every word, every shrimat, everything that Baba is saying, am I able to embrace the way Mama did it? Tathastu. Yes, so be it. I have to do it. I have to follow it the way Baba did it. That is what Brahmachari is. That is what is the essence of being a Brahmin is. The Brahmachari, the way Brahma Baba did it, I have to just follow the steps one after the other, one after the other. So, the third exercise that we all are going to do, 10 minutes, powerful 10 minutes, go into a deep silence. Just focus on your own self. Focus on your own self. Make a note every day, write it down. One thing, today I found this, I worked on this, I will practice to remove this thing from my life. And you will see, you will start progressing. This is what is called the fast Purusharth. Fast Purusharth is not sitting 20 or 10 hours in yoga. No, that is not fast Purusharth. Fast Purusharth is introspecting and improving and eliminating. Going deep, introspect, eliminate, and transform. Embrace the newness in your life. That's the power of introspection. The fourth Purusharth that is very beautiful is to remain absolutely nimit. Baba is doing it. I'm just an instrument. The feeling of being an instrument is what makes you always a light angel, a easy angel, a very, very blissful angel. You know, there is a story, beautiful story that goes in Hindu mythology, and that's a fantastic story. You all must listen. And how it goes is like this, that there was once a very beautiful sculpture, and he created a idol of Krishna, and he wanted to sell it. So he loaded that idol on his donkey and started going on to the city from his village. And as he was going to the city, people saw that the Krishna idol was there. And what they used to do was every now and then people will bring garlands and put it across the donkey. Now, donkey was very happy that just walking 10 steps, people would come and they are garlanding him. And the donkey thought that this all garlands are for me. And what donkey would do, that he would walk for 20 steps, stop, and people would come. They will do some kind of an aarti or puja, and they would put a garland. And donkey was like amazed. Oh, this is so wonderful, very nice. And when they reached the city, the person sold that idol, and then he started coming back. But donkey had the habit of stopping every 20 minutes, thinking 20 steps that people would come and garland me. But now nobody was coming and putting any garland onto him. Nobody was putting any garland. But donkey would again stop and said, why are not they coming? And suddenly that owner slapped the donkey and told him that the beauty was not yours. The beauty was who was there on you. That is the beauty. Often we think that when we are doing good, we are doing it. Baba says, you are not doing anything in this world. It is I who am using you. This is my beauty. That detachment has to be there doing this karma. That is the art. I'm telling you, I've had these feelings in my life initially when we were doing, oh, how was it? Wonderful, so nice, so good. Oh, this is wonderful. I was able to give this kind of a thing. And today, only one thing is happening. I go to Baba and say, Baba, see how beautiful magic you keep on creating. Keep all this. This is all for you. Be a Nimit soul, an instrument of Baba. Be an instrument, an unconditional instrument. Surrender yourself to Baba every day. The moment you get up, Baba, use this body as much as you can. And I'm telling you, If you surrender to Baba by heart, Baba will use you magically. Magically. Didi will share the example of Boli Dadi, not giving big things, but serving, sitting there and giving unconditional food. They're serving selflessly. And Baba used to remember her so fondly. That is how the feeling of surrender should be there. Every day, get up in the morning and say, Baba, please use me today. I'm your child. Come here and use my body to serve others the way you want. Just surrender to Baba. If you have that feeling of being a detached instrument, Baba will use you perfectly. And not only Baba will use you perfectly, Baba will also ensure that he repairs you perfectly. In case there is something going on wrong in the body, because Baba has to use your instrument. This is how I get energy from the Baba every day. I get up in the morning, Baba, come on. Some problems are there. Come on, come and fix it, please. Baba said, don't worry. I'm like a mechanic. I'll fix your body perfectly. I'll fix you perfectly. And so you are able to do everything in a very nice and a beautiful way. That feeling of unconditional surrender to Baba has to be there. Has to be there. Check yourself. Have I really surrendered to Baba every day in my life? Or am I still holding on to many things or many attachments in my life? Unconditional surrender is the most beautiful way you can attain that stage of bliss in your life, that powerful stage in your life. The fifth Purusharth, a very beautiful balance that we have to create, is a balance of attachment and detachment. A very lovely example. The great leaders and the great souls are open to everything and they're attached to nothing. The practical example of this was Brahma Baba. And as this story and the wonderful story goes, how it was that one day Brahma Baba was sitting in his cottage, in his little hut, and an old lady comes to meet Brahma Baba, a real story, which I read in a book, very beautiful story. And she bought a woolen sweater for Baba, cardigan for Baba. And she said, Baba, you must wear this because it's very cold in Madhuban at this time. I've stitched it with my own hand. You must use it for yourself. Baba said, oh, wonderful, lovely. This is such a beautiful cardigan. Baba will definitely use it. She said, Baba, please wear it. And Baba wore it for a few minutes and then removed it and kept it and said, thank you so much. You are such a lovely angel of Baba. And embraced and gave a lot of drishti and tolu to that sister. And that sister went. And next day, when she was roaming about in that prangan of Madhuban, she saw another brother wearing the same cardigan that she had given to Brahma Baba, and she was saying that child was wearing that. She said, "Where did you get it?" That child said, Baba gave it to me. She went running to Baba and said, Baba, I had bought that cardigan for you. You have given it to somebody. And Baba said, come on, chill, my dear child. You know, I have given it in remembrance of Baba. And every time he will wear that cardigan, he will remember Baba and you'll also earn blessings. And she was quiet. Baba had the art to satisfy everybody and also detach from the same thing simultaneously, everybody. That is the art Brahma Baba had. Practice the art of giving fulfillment. The moment you are with somebody, they should feel that you are always there with you. That is the feeling of togetherness. And we should also learn to detach from people. That is where our fulfillment, that is where our journey, true journey lies. The art of our life lies. Check yourself every day. The subtle, what is bounding me? What is holding me from flying? These small, small things, if we keep on cutting these ropes, these subtle sanskars, if we keep on cutting them, we'll become like flying angels in our life. So this Purusharth, this Brahmin Jivan is a gifted Jivan. And it's all about the balance we create. Everything has to be in perfect synchrony. The words, the actions, and our thoughts, they have to be synchrony. If we are not synchronized, it will lead to dispute, it will lead to turmoil, it will lead to stress. If you are not able to experience joy in our life, the only reason is we are thinking something else, we are speaking something else, and we are doing something else. That synchrony is lacking in our life. Check yourself every day. Make a note of these small things, small facts every day, and you will start experiencing bliss. So, again, to revise, remember that true Brahmin is all about four things: the powerful Amrit Vela, Brahmand mein Vicharan. Get up early in the morning in a Brahma Muhurat. You get up early in the morning in a Brahma Muhurat and have your eyes open like a tiger. Like a tiger, focus, raise a sharp right there, as we listened yesterday, very focused in your power. That's the time when God is giving you unconditional, unlimited love. Fly away, make a beautiful journey, embrace yourself, fulfill yourself, give it to the whole world. That's a journey of joy. That's the celebration. Amrit Vela should be a celebration. Every day it should be a variety. Every day it should be full of power. Every day it should be full of joy. Every day it should be like happiness. Your face is glowing with energy. Your energy is radiating outside. That's the energy of God's love. Like a sun, it should be radiating. Everyone who is saying like it's a tej, it's like a aura one can experience. That's the power of being a true Brahmin. No stepping out without having that feeling of being a brahmachari, reading a murli, reading a Vyak murli, following the footsteps of Brahma Baba. What I'm doing, would Baba have done it in this way, the way I'm doing? If the answer is no, I'm not going to do it. I should be following steps of Baba as he would have done it. Detachment, being an instrument, no overthinking, no overanalyzing, no parmat, only Shrimat I'm going to follow. That's the beauty. True brahmacharya, not about purity just about the body, but purity of your thoughts. Even this much negative thinking should not be there. The exercise is 10 minutes. I go into the cave of being introvert and improving my own self. Very, very peacefully. Checking. Is every thought am I creating, is it giving joy and peace to everybody? Check this third, the adharstam, the base of being a Brahmin, that true brahmacharya is not about purity of the body, but also of the thoughts and the words and the actions that we are creating in our life. If there is a wide big board and there is a small dot, we would not appreciate the wide board, we will just see that small dot. Our journey is of becoming completely white. And Baba said in 2003 that even a small dot on that whiteboard would not make you attain fulfillment. That is not acceptable to God. That should be the journey. And we all eat Brahma Bhojan in Baba's remembrance. Enjoy and celebrate every day. That's the true essence of being a Brahmin. That's the balance that we have to create in our life. So lead a life of joy and fulfillment. The Satyuga, as I always keep on saying, remember that feeling of joy and happiness has to be created now, at this moment. If we are not able to experience that happiness, joy, that bliss in our life now, that happiness beyond senses in our life now, we are not going to experience that feeling of Satyuga later. No, it has to be right here, right now, at this moment. The fulfillment has to be there. The joy has to be there. You should be like flying and smiling angels. Take care of your body as well as your soul, like Brahma Baba did. It has to be a complete synchrony and harmony. You should be like jumping angels. Everybody say they're like a flying angels. They just keep on moving from one this to the other place, and people should just observe. Here goes the angel. The moment you walk, you should not speak, but your vibration should give peace and solace. Am I becoming that level? And that is happening only when we have that power of thinking. When thoughts are so peaceful, people will just remain silent and experience peace when they come in front of you. That is the stage that we have to experience in our life. That is what I've seen in companies of dadis, of Baba. Truest company. Dadi would just come, a natural yogi. Dadi Gulzar, a natural yogi, an effortless yogi. Even her speaking, even her eating was like a yoga, as Baba told today in the Murli. Everything that you are doing should be a state of art. Become an artist in your life. You know, most of us are like workers. A person went to a sculptor who was making very beautiful pots of sand, and many students were sitting there, and he used to make a pot of stand and then break it, and again he used to make a pot of stand and break it, and he said, what are you doing? You are creating such beautiful piece of art. He said, no, these are pots of sand, and sand is going and mixing again to the sand. This doesn't have any value, but the value is the beauty and the art with which it is created. So that is why you have thoughts in your life, but the art and the beauty with which you manipulate, the energy of God with which you fulfill it with, that makes you an artist in your life. Everything should be a artist, in you should state of art in your life. That is what is the essence of being a true Brahmin. So as I leave from here, my only message to you is experience and embrace God's love. Make the Brahmin life very easy. It's not difficult. Everything, the knowledge is so easy and simple. Experience that power, experience that bliss, that companionship of God. The one word that I shared yesterday, what was that word? Can you again revise? What was that word? Anybody? Combined. I'm always combined with Baba, never alone. Always combined with Baba. Baba is always there with me. Baba is there like a chhatra chaya, like a shadow. Baba is always walking with me. And if God is my driver, my car has to work perfectly. It has to go perfectly. That's the energy that we all have to create in our life. Okay. So, Om Shanti. Let us sit back in very little silence for a few minutes, detach from this body, experience and embrace this love. Just sit back and relax and go in deep silence. Go into the cave of your mind, into the depths of the ocean of your mind, and observe the quality of the thought. Introspect. Allow the God's purity. Allow love and peace of Baba, the vibrations and the energy of joy to feel and flowing through every thought that you are creating. Experience the change, the transformation of thoughts. Experience and embrace God's love in every thought, every word, in every action. In this deep silence, I detach from this body. I consciously choose to be very peaceful. I create
a powerful aura of purity all around me. Feel that energy, experience it, let it flow through you. I am a Shakti. My body is completely healthy. Give Sakash to your body, powerful rays of healing to your body. Fly away like an angel, radiating love and acceptance in your relations. Look at the quality of relations, my interactions with everyone, full of joy, of comfort, and acceptance. I choose to fly with Baba on this world drama and radiate vibrations of peace and mercy to every soul detached. Just let it flow and shower on this world. Visualize it, immerse it, immerse in it, and let it flow. I choose to come back and enter this costume as an angel of God, as an angel of transformation, as lovely God's child. Om Shanti. Thank you and Om Shanti.